Good day, everyone. I am Josabel Nagalan. I will be discussing about separation of variables. So, now, what is variable-separable differential equation? A differential equation is a variable-separable differential equation if all terms containing x and y must be grouped with dx and dy respectively. So, if we can group the functions of x with dx and the functions of y with dy, then the dE is said to be variable-separable. So, to help us understand this better, let us have an example. So here we have 2x times y plus 1 dx minus y dy is equals to 0. So the first thing that we have to do is to separate this term and i-group natin siya sa dy. So para magawa yun, i-divide natin yung both sides ng equation gamit ang y plus 1. So 2x times y plus 1 dx minus y dy is equals to 0, then divided by y plus 1. This would be cancelled and we would be left with 2x dx minus y dy all over y plus 1 is equals to 0. Ngayon na-group na natin ang x with dx and y with dy, pwede na natin siyang integrate. I-write ko lang si 2x dx minus y dy all over y plus 1 is equals to 0 into 2x dx is equals to y dy all over y plus 1. Then, integrating both sides of the equation, by properties of integral, ilalabas natin yung constant. So, integrating the left side is just easy. We all know naman ang integral ng x dx is just x squared all over 2. So, this would be cancelled and we are still left with the integral of y dy all over y plus 1. Pwede nating rewrite yung integral ng y dy all over y plus 1 into y plus 1 minus 1 all over y plus 1 dy. Itong term na to at saka ito ay parehas lang. Ngayon, pwede nating i-separate yung numerator niya. This would be cancelled and the integral of dy is just y minus dy all over y plus 1, letting u as y plus 1 and du is equals to dy. X squared is equals to y minus ang integral ng dy all over y plus 1 is integral of du all over u. So, ang integral ng du all over u is ln u. But, we know that u is equals to y plus 1. So, x squared is equals to y ln y plus 1 plus c. And this is our final answer.
Hi guys, my name is Jason Valeria Aquino. So, for our next problem, we have 1 plus ln x dx plus 1 plus ln y dy equals 0. So, this is already arranged. So, we can simply get the integral. So, what will happen by properties of integral? I can separate this plus the integral of ln x dx plus integral of dy plus integral of ln y dy equals the integral of 0. So, the integral of dx is x, and we can use integration by parts here. So, we have to let u is equals to ln x, so du equals 1 all over x dx. Of course, our dv would be the dx and v is equals to x. Same rule for this. So we have to let u equals to ln y and du equals to 1 all over y dy. So we have dv equals dy and v is equals to y. So we perform dv minus integral of v du. So u times v, that's x ln of x, minus the integral of v, which is x. So our du is 1 all over x dx. So this would cancel, then plus the integral of dy would be y plus uv minus v du. That's y ln y, uv minus the integral of v du, which is y. So our du would be 1 all over y dy. So as you can see, this would cancel also, equals c. So we simplify x plus x ln x minus x plus the integral of dx now would be x minus, because we have minus from the formula of integration by parts, plus y ln y minus the integral of dy, which is y equals c. So as you can see, x minus x would cancel. So we have plus y minus y would cancel. So we are left with x ln x plus y ln y equals c, and this would be the answer for this problem.
Hello everyone, I am Jamaica May Luis and I'll be discussing the type 2 solution of differential equation. Ito ay ang homogeneous equation. So let us define first what is homogeneous differential equation. Sabi dito, a differential equation is said to be a homogeneous DE if every term has the same degree. Yung equation na m, quantity x and y dx plus n x and y dy is equals to 0, dapat yung degree dito sa m and sa degree dito ng n ay same. So, gagamit tayo ng substitution para masolve yung equation. So, if m is simpler, use x is equals to vy. Kapag n naman, use y is equals to vx. So, let's solve our first problem. So, vx squared dx plus x, quantity of x plus v. So, expand natin. Magiging v squared dx plus quantity of x squared plus xv dv is equals to 0. The next step is to test the homogeneity. So, dapat pare-para sila ng degree. So, yung v squared, ang degree ng v squared is 2. And yung x squared naman is also 2. And yung x is 1. And yung v is 1. So, 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. Therefore, homogeneous second degree. So, magle-let x tayo. So, let x is equals to vu. Kasi sa equation, mas madali, mas simple yung kasama nung dx. Para hindi natin mahirapan sa pag-simplify mamaya. So, let x is equals to vu. Then, dx is equals to v du plus u dv. So, substitute natin. V squared, yung dx is equals to v du plus u dv. So, dito naman magiging v squared u squared plus u v squared dv is equals to 0. So, may parehas na term. So, magmumultiply tayo ngayon ng 1 all over v squared para makancel. So, cancel na to. Magiging v du plus u dv plus, cancel to, matitira yung u square plus v. dv is equals to 0. So, ang next step, expand ulit natin. v du plus u dv plus u squared dv plus u dv is equals to 0. So, next step is pagsamahin natin yung mga like terms. So, magiging v du plus 2u dv plus u squared dv is equals to 0. So, next step ulit tayo. Pagsamahin natin yung mga magkakaparehas na du at dv. So, magiging v du plus 2u plus u squared dv is equals to 0. Yan. V ito. V. Multiply natin ulit ng 1 all over v 2u plus u squared. Para magkakasama na sila yung pare-parehas. So, magiging cross multiply natin. So, matitira is du all over 2u plus u squared kasi makacancel yung b plus the integral of dv all over v kasi makakancel itong 1 magiging dv na lang. To integral to. Then, is equals to the integration of 0. So, gagamit tayo ng partial fraction. Integrate natin. Ito, integrate. Ito. du all over 2u plus u square. Using partial fraction. So, baba natin to. Du all over 2u plus u squared is equals to, itong du, 1 na lang yan. Then, pag-iwalay natin itong u, magiging u, at ito u plus 2. Then, divide na natin, pag-iwalay natin itong nasa denominator. Magiging a all over u plus b divided by u plus 2. So, next step, ito 1 is equals to a u plus 2 plus b u. So, when u is equals to 0, magiging 1 is equals to itong a, magiging yung u, 0 plus 2, ito 0, so makakancel. Cancel to. Magiging 1/2 is equals to a 2 kasi kanina 0 plus 2 naging 2, kasama niya yung a all over 2. Ngayon, i-divide natin sa 2 para ma-cancel, cancel. So, therefore, a is equals to 1/2. Sabi naman, when u is equals to negative 2, magiging a ay 1 is equals to a negative 2 plus 2 plus b negative 2. Ito, 0. Cancel. So, natira yung b, mga negative 2. Bring down to 1. b, tas yung negative 2. Negative 2. So, divide natin sa negative 2 para ma-cancel. Cancel. So, therefore, our b is equals to negative 1/2. So, next step is substitute natin yung a and b para makuha natin yung partial fraction nung in-integrate natin. So, the integral of du all over 2u plus u squared is equals to the integral of du all over 2u minus du all over 2 quantity u plus 2. Yeah. So, integral pala to. Integral. Then, next is, ilabas natin yung constant. So, magiging 1/2 integral of du all over u minus 1/2 then integral of du all over u plus 2 plus the integral of du all over b is equal to 0. The integral of dv pala to. dv all over b is equal to 0. So, integrate natin to. Integrate natin to. 1/2 ln u minus 1/2 ln u plus 2 plus ln v is equals to c. So, multiply tayo ng 2 para makancel yung fraction. Multiply 2. So, magiging ln u minus ln u plus 2 plus 2 ln of b is equals to c. Kasi 2 times constant is always constant. So, c pa rin. So, pag samay natin yung kapag plus yung sign, nasa taas. Kapag negative naman, nasa baba. So, ln u v squared divided by u plus 2. Is equals to c. Para maalis tong ln, multiply natin ng e, exponential. So, therefore, cancel to. Therefore, may e1, ito na lang. May e1 is u v square all over u plus 2. Exponential times constant is also constant. So, next is but u is equals to x all over v. So, nakuha natin to sa delete natin na x is equals to u. So, substitute natin yung u yung u palitan natin ng x over b. So, magiging x all over b v over x all over b plus 2 is equals to c. So, our next step is times natin to x over b times v squared is x over b over, pagsamahin natin to, so x plus 2v all over v is equals to c. So, itong b, i-multiply natin sa taas para ma-simplify. So, magiging xv squared all over x plus 2v is equals to c. So, para matanggal yung fraction, i-cross multiply natin. So, therefore, xv squared is equals to c x plus 2v. Therefore, ito na yung ating sagot.
So another example in homogeneous coefficient differential equation. So quantity of y plus square root of x squared plus y squared dx minus x dy is equal to 0. So to test its homogeneity, we can use this form, which is f lambda of x and lambda of y is equal to lambda of raised to k. K is its degree times f of x and y. So sa term na to, m, we can find its degree by testing it. So lambda of y plus square root of lambda squared quantity x plus y. Kung sinimplify natin ito, ito yung kalalabasan. Since na ipapactor natin yung lambda squared dito, kung distribute natin yung squared sa both terms na to. So, pwede natin ilabas yung lambda squared. So, lambda y plus lambda square root of x plus y. So, dito, makikita natin na pwede natin i-factor ang lambda, which is y plus 1 square root of x plus y. So, makita natin dito, its degree is 1. Sa kabilang term naman, sa x dy, so negative. And lambda of x, lambda of y is equal to x lambda of x dy negative. Tapos na. So sa kabilang side naman, pwede natin transpose yung x dy to find its homogeneity. And lambda x lambda y is equal to x. So, pwede natin palitan yung x as lambda x. So, as you can see, 1 din yung degree niya. So, as we observe, it has the same degree. So, notice na natin therefore, homogeneous siya. Masasolve na natin siya dito by this condition. If n is simpler, we can use x is equals to dy. Then n is simpler, is equal to y is equal to dx. So therefore, as we observe on our equation, x dy is simpler, which is the n, our n. So we can use this condition, y is equal to dx, by y lahat ng y, pagpalitan natin ng dx. So dx plus square root of x squared plus dx squared dx minus x. Our dy is ang dy natin dito, nakuha natin yung dy is dx squared plus x dx. So vdx plus x dd is equal to 0. So by this, pwede natin i-simplify yung equation natin, which is bx plus square root of x squared plus b squared x squared dx minus i-distribute natin yung x, so x b dx plus x squared db equal to 0. So dx plus pwede natin i-factor out yung x squared dito, so lalabas siya yung x squared of 1 plus b 1 plus b squared. Naka-dx pa rin siya. So minus x dx plus x squared db is equal to 0. So as you can see, pwede natin divide siya sa x since all terms has x. To simplify it, mawala ng b plus square root of 1 plus b squared dx minus b dx plus x db is equal to 0. So the next step, iburahin ko lang ito. Next step natin is pwede natin siyang i-simplify since dx to plus dx din to, so i-distribute lang natin yung dx para makita natin kung paano mag-cancel yung d dito. So dx plus square root of 1 plus b squared dx minus b dx plus x db is equal to 0. So we can simplify the equation. Maka-cancel ko negative b dx plus b dx. Ang matitira na lang is square root of 1 plus b squared dx plus x db is equal to 0. So as we observe on our partial equation, by observing it, pwede natin siyang i-variable separable by dividing it both sides by square of 1 plus b squared multiplied by x. So by this, ganyan lang ito. So dx over x plus dv over square root of 1 plus b squared is equal to 0. So integrating both sides, so we can log x plus, so as you can see, square root of 1 plus b squared using trigonometric substitution. So ang a natin dito is 1, And then yun natin is V. So, A is equals to tan theta square root of 1 plus B squared. So 1. So by this, ma-compute natin yung hindi pala. So D natin, tan theta is equal to second squared theta. And then, para makuha natin yung since ito, shortcut na natin. So para makuha ito, second theta is equal to, baliktaran lang ng second theta all over square root of 1 plus b squared all over 1. Hypotenuse over adjacent. So, ang ano natin, hindi natin is second square theta all over second theta. So ln x plus second plus pala ito. So ln minus dito. So yun, pansin mo yung second theta sa dyan. So the integration of second theta is equal to c. So ln x minus second theta is ln quantity of second theta plus tan theta is equal to c. So ln by our logarithms, we can simplify by ln x all over second theta plus tan theta is equal to c. So hindi pa tayo tapos yan since hindi pa natin na ipapalit dito. So hindi pa rin pa lang ito. So ln is not ito. Ipit natin as ln 0. Ln 0. So second theta plus tan theta is equal to c. So ibalik natin sa in terms of v yung equation natin. Yung second theta natin is square root of 1 plus b squared plus tan theta natin kanina is c is equal to c. So therefore our since ang ginamit natin kanina is y is equals to dx. So by para makuha natin yung v is equal to y over x square of 1 plus over x is equal to c. So, pwede na itong answer natin. So, therefore, our general solution is x all over square root of 1 plus y over x, quantity y over x squared plus y over x.
So we have 3x plus 2y dx plus 2x dy is equals to 0. Ngayon, nakikita natin, ito yung m function natin, and ito naman yung n function natin. Ngayon, nakikita natin na mas simple sa n. So, anong gagamitin natin? It is y is equals to vx. Then, getting the derivative of that, dy is equals to v dx plus x dv. Ngayon, substitute na natin yung value ng y and dy sa original equation natin. X times v dx plus x dv is equal to 0. Distribute muna natin si dx at 2x. Then, combine like terms. So, kung nakikita natin, pwede nating pag-adden si 2vx dx plus 2x v dx kasi parasang din naman siya. Ngayon, pagsamahin natin si dx at saka si dv. Factor out natin yung common factor which is x dx. Para ma-apply natin yung variable separable, dapat magkasama yung x at saka yung v. Kung x, isasama natin siya sa dx at saka yung dv sa dv lang. So, para magawa yun, divide natin both sides ng 3 plus 4v tsaka 2x squared. So, makikita natin na magkakancel si 3 plus 4v dito at saka si x dito. So, ang may iwan na lang ay dx all over 2x. At dito naman ay magkakancel na si 2x squared. So, ang may iwan naman dito ay dv all over 3 plus 4v is equal to 0. Ngayong na-group na natin sila respectively, pwede na natin silang integrate. So, dx all over 2x plus integral of dv all over 3 plus 4v is equal to 0. So, pwede tayong mag-let ng variable. So, mas magandang gamitin na lang natin ay a. Let a, wait. Pwede pala nating ilabas si 2 dito which is coefficient lang naman siya. 1/2 dx over x plus integral of dv all over 3 plus 4v is equal to 0. So, let a is equals to x and dA is equals to dx. So, dito naman sa part na to, pwede natin gamitin yung variable na b. b is equals to 3 plus 4v db is equals to 4 dv. To solve for dv, divide lang natin both sides ng 4. So, ang magiging dv natin is db all over 4. So, substitute na natin yung mga nalet nating variable. So, 1/2 integral of dA all over a plus integral yung dv natin is equals to db all over 4. Then, yung b natin na 3 plus 4v is equals to 0. So, ang alam naman natin na ang integral ng dA all over a is equals to ln a, and ang db is equals to 4b. Ang db all over 4b, ang integral niya ay ln b. So, maging 1/2 ln a plus 1/4 ln b is equals to 0. Pwede na nating ibalik ngayon yung value ng a at saka yung b. So, magiging 1/2 ln x plus 1/4 ln 3 plus 4b is equal to 0. Ngayon, gusto kong eliminate si 4. So, paano natin gagawin yon? Ang gagawin natin is, imumultiply natin both sides ng 4. So, 4 divided by 1/2 is just 2 ln x plus 4 divided by 4 is equals to ln 3 plus 4b is equals to, actually yung 0, pwede na natin siyang gawing c. Pero 4 times c is still a constant, so equal pa rin siya sa c. Ngayon, isolve natin si v. Diba yung y natin kanina is equals to vx? So, yung v is equals to y all over x. Ngayon, substitute na natin si v sa equation natin. So, 2 ln x plus ln g plus 4 times y all over x is equals to c. Simplify natin siya. Gamit lang tayo ng isa pang papel since hindi na siya kasa. Copy natin yung kanina, 2 ln x plus ln 3x plus 4y all over x is equal to z. Ngayon, applying law of logarithms, magiging multiplication to, so magiging isa na lang yung ln natin. Before that pala, yung 2 na coefficient dito, pwede natin siyang gawing exponent. So, magiging ln x squared plus ln gx plus 4y all over x is equal to c. So, pwede na tayo mag-proceed sa sinabi ko kanina. So, magiging ln x 3x plus 4y is equal to c. Ngayon, erase natin siya sa e. Erase natin sa e yung both sides ng equation. So, e ln x 3x plus 4y is equal to c. Ngayon, magka-cancel to, magiging x 3x plus 4y is equal to, dito sa part na to pala nakalimutan ko siyang erase sa e. So, dito naman magiging e raised to c. But, e raised to c is still a constant. So, magiging x 3x plus 4y is equals to c pa rin siya. Then, ito na yung final answer natin.
Hello there, my name is Patrick Imagaton. Now I will be discussing exact differential equation. So one of the characteristics of differential equation is that it is not separable. It means hindi siya pwedeng separate both sides. Then the form of exact differential equation is n of x and y dx plus n of x and y dy. So now, kailangan natin itetest for its exactness. So, the partial derivative of f over partial derivative of y is equal to m, the function of m, y times e raised to xy minus 2y cubed. So now, in terms of y, yung kukunin natin, taking the x as constant. So, y, using product rule, BDU plus UDD y times e is to xy times x minus 6y squared. So sa kabila naman, partial derivative of f all over partial derivative with respect to x is equals to function of n, which is x raised to x times e raised to xy minus 6x times y squared minus 2y. So in terms of x naman yung i-derive namin dito. So equal to x times e raised to xy times y minus, since y squared is a constant, 6y squared na lang minus 0. So as we can see, nag-equal siya. So next step natin, since nalaman natin na exact siya, is gagamitin na natin yung form na the partial derivative of f in terms of x or with respect to x. Then let n is equal to partial derivative of f with respect to y. So, balik lang. So as you can see, we can cross multiply it to solve the f and e. The next step is to integrate the function. So integrate both sides so we can solve the value of f. So with respect to x yung integrate natin, taking the y as constant. Integral of y is to xy minus 2y x. So as you can see, ilalabas natin yung y. Then let u is equal to xy. So makuha natin na derivative niya is 1 over y. Since constant natin is in terms of y. So e is to u times du over y minus, since constant to, makuha natin dito is 2y cubed x. So, we will simplify, makuha natin a is to u. Ang yun natin is xy minus 2y cubed times x. So, ito na yung first equation natin. And then, sa kabila naman, partial derivative of f with respect to y naman is equal to x times c raised to xy minus 6x y squared minus 2y. So, the same steps, cross multiply. Integrate both sides para makuha natin yung value ng f natin. So yung constant naman dito is yung x. So labas natin yung x. Here is the xy minus the integral of 6x y squared minus the integral of 2y. So dy, dy. So yun, sa first term natin, ang makuha natin na minilet natin yung xy, 1 over x dq. So, is equal to. Then, para na-check na natin, makansel yung x kung 1 over d over x lang din yan. So, i-raise to u. Ang integration ng i-raise to is i-raise to u lang din. So, kami yun natin yung xy minus dito, since x is constant, so ito lang yung i-integrate natin, may y squared over 3, so 6 over 3 is 2x y cubed minus, since ito is constant, ay hindi pala, so ang kalalabasan niya is 2y squared over 2. To simplify, nakuha natin is y squared. Now, pwede natin i-equate yung dalawang terms natin, which is the equation 1 and equation 2. Pero may nakalimutan ako. Meron palang plus f sub y. Ito rin plus g of x. Equation 2. Para makuha natin yung value ng f sub y as g of x, i-equate natin siya. Dito is the xy minus 2y cubed x plus f sub y is equal to a is to xy minus 2xy minus y squared plus g of x. So, as you can see, makakansala natin yung same term or like terms. Ito, 2y cubed x, cancel. Then, you can cancel it out. So, ang natira lang sa tablang side is negative y squared. So, ang gagawin lang natin dito is, ang value ng f sub y natin is yung natira dito sa tablang side. Then, yung value ng g of x natin is yung natira dito sa tablang side. So, as we can see, makikita natin, walang natira dito. F sub y natin is negative y squared. Then, our g of x is equal to 0. Now, we can maharap natin dito yung general solution natin by plugging in the value of f sub y sa equation 1 natin, which is ito. Then, pwede rin sa kabila yung g of x natin, ipa-plug in natin yung value natin yung nakuha natin ng value. So, e is to xy minus 2y cubed x minus, since negative yung f sub y natin, huwag natin kakalimutan yung Chinese convention, which is negative y squared is equal to c. This will be our general solution. Then, meron pang iba't ibang method kung paano gawin yung general solution nito. Yung tetest mo lang yung examples, then nasa libro yung non-direct integratable, tapos yung direct integration.
Good day everyone, I'm Jana Nicole Raka. So here's another example for exact differential equation. So, here's the equation for this example. 2xy cosine x squared minus 2xy plus 1 dx plus sine x squared minus x squared dy is equal to 0. So, first, determine muna natin yung m and n natin. So, ang m x, y natin na itong nakumultiply sa dx, which is ito. So, copy lang natin 2xy cosine x squared minus 2xy plus 1. And ang n x, y naman natin ay itong nakamultiply sa dy, which is ito. So, sine x squared minus x squared. And then, ang next step natin ay test muna natin kung exact nga ba itong equation. So, hanapin natin yung partial derivative of m with respect to y. So, ang constant natin dito ay si x. So, dito sa first term, makikita natin na ang constant ay si 2x and then cosine x squared. And then, multiply by the partial derivative of y is 1. And then, dito naman sa second term, minus 2x, constant si 2x, and then partial derivative of y is 1 ulit. Plus, partial derivative of 1 is 0. So, therefore, 2x cosine x squared minus 2x. And then, next naman is kukunin natin yung partial derivative of n naman with respect to x. So, ang constant naman natin dito ay si y. And as you can see, wala tayong y. So, i-derive natin itong dalawang term na to. So, dito sa first term, gagamit tayo ng chain rule. So, ang derivative ng sine is cosine x squared, and then derivative ng x squared is 2x times 2x minus derivative ng x squared is 2x. So, therefore, 2x cosine x squared minus 2x. So, as you can see, equal silang dalawa. Therefore, exact DE siya. So, exact DE. And then, next naman is equate natin itong partial derivative of f with respect to x naman dito sa mx, y natin. So, copy lang natin tong mx, y. So, 2xy cosine x squared minus 2xy plus 1. And then, cross-multiply itong dx dito. So, magiging df is equal to 2xy cosine x squared minus 2xy plus 1. And then, dx. And then, next is integrate natin both sides. So, ang integral ng df is simply f is equal to, so, ang constant naman natin dito ay y. So, pwede nating ilabas yung y. It's a first term, y. Integral ng 2x cosine x squared dx minus 2y integral ng x dx plus integral ng dx. And so, ang ginawa ko lang ay dinistribute ko yung dx and yung integral sign para mas madali nating ma-identify. So, f is equal to, so, dito sa first term, pwede tayong let u. So, let u is equal to x squared. And then, du natin is 2x dx. So, as you can see, itong 2x dx ay meron dito. So, this will simply mean ito yung du natin. So, y integral ng cosine u du minus 2y integral ng x dx plus integral ng dx. So, f, and then, so, f is equal to y. So, ang integral ng cosine u is sine u minus 2y integral ng x natin is x squared over 2 plus integral ng dx is simply x. So, dito pwede nating makancel si 2. And then, next step is, ibalik na natin yung value ng u, which is x squared. So, y sine x squared minus, magiging x squared y na lang, plus x plus, so may another function tayo dito of y. So, plus gy na lang. So, next is, equate naman natin yung partial derivative of f with respect to y naman dito sa nx, y natin. So, copy lang natin itong nx, y. So, magiging sine x squared minus x squared. And then, cross-multiply ulit natin tong dy dito. So, magiging df is equal to sine x squared minus x squared dy. So, integrate natin both side. So, ang integral ng df is simply f is equal to, so, ang constant naman natin dito ay itong x. So, as you can see, naka-x lang tong dalawang term. So, ibig sabihin, constant silang dalawa. So, pwede ko siyang ilabas para mas madali nating identify. Sin x squared, integral ng dy, minus x squared, integral ng dy. So, dinistribute ko lang ulit yung dy and yung integral sign. So, f is equal to sin x squared. So, ang integral ng dy is simply y. Minus x squared. Integral ng dy is y ulit. Plus, may another function of x naman tayo dito. So, ang f natin is equal to y sin x squared minus x squared y plus f of x naman. So, ito yung first f natin and ito yung second f. And after that, we need to determine the value of f of x and g of y. And you can notice that they are both equal to f. So, we can equate the following, the two f's. So, magiging, so ito munang first f, copy ko lang y sin x squared minus x squared y plus x plus g of y is equal to y sin x squared minus x squared y plus f of x. And by inspection, makakancel itong y sin x squared and itong negative x squared y. And then, the value of g of y is equal to 0 kasi walang natira dito sa side na to. And ang value naman ng f of x, ang natira lang dito sa kabila ay x. So, ang value niya is x. And upon determining the value of f of x and g of y, we can get the answer by simply substituting it, itong gy dito sa first equation and itong f of x dito naman sa second equation, and we can get the same answer. So, ang gusto ko itong first equation na lang. So, ang sagot ay magiging y sin x squared minus x squared y plus x is equal to, so, itong f ay isa-substitute lang natin sa c kasi nag-integrate tayo. So, is equal to c. So, ito na ngayon ang ating general solution. Good day everyone, I am Jana Nicole Naraka and we will now discuss the type 4, which is the linear differential equation. So, a DE is said to be linear if we can actually put the differential equation in this form or in this form. So, wherein for the first equation, we have dy all over dx plus p of x or any function of x multiplied by y, and that is equivalent to another function of x in terms of x. So if we can rewrite the dE in this form, we say that the dE is linear in y. As you can notice, y is the dependent variable in this given differential equation. And if the dE is linear to y, we have this formula, we have this integrating factor e raised to integral of p of x dx. And ang solution natin for this is y e raised to integral of p of x dx is equal to integral of q of x multiplied by e raised to p of x dx and evaluated in dx plus c. Whereas, if a dE is linear in x naman, we can write in this form, dx all over dy plus p of y, or some function of y multiplied by x equals to y. And we can say that d is linear in x, as x is the dependent variable here. And we can use the integrating factor, which is e raised to p integral of p of y dy. And ang solution natin for this is x e raised to integral of py dy is equal to integral of q of y times e raised to p of y, integral of p of y dy evaluated in dy plus c. So now let's try to solve. So for example, 1 plus cosine x y prime is equal to sine x quantity, sine x plus sine x cosine x minus y quantity. So itong y prime is equal lang siya sa dy all over dx. So substitute ko muna. So magiging 1 plus cosine x dy all over dx is equal to sine x quantity sine x plus sine x cosine x minus y. And ang first step natin dito sa linear differential equation is to obtain the standard form. So kailangan natin i-multiply both sides ng 1 plus cosine x para ang matira lang dito sa kabila ay dy all over dx. So divide natin both sides ng 1 all over 1 plus cosine x. So, ang matitira na lang ay dy all over dx is equal to sine x quantity sine x plus sine x cosine x minus y all over 1 plus cosine x. And then next is, kailangan natin i-multiply itong sine x dito sa equation sa loob. So, magiging dy all over dx is equal to sine x times sine x, magiging sine squared x plus sine x times sine x cosine x, magiging sine squared x cosine x, and then minus sine x times y, magiging y sine x all over 1 plus cosine x. After that, ipag-iwahiwalay natin itong fractions na to. So, magiging dy all over dx is equal to sine squared x all over 1 plus cosine x plus sine squared x cosine x all over 1 plus cosine x minus y sine x all over 1 plus cosine x. So, pinag-iwahiwalay ko lang siya since same lang sila ng denominator. And since naka-dy all over dx siya, ang dependent variable natin dito ay si y. And based dun sa formula, kailangan nating ilipat itong y sin x all over 1 plus cosine x dito sa kabila since siya lang ang may variable na y para ma-obtain natin itong standard form na to. So, magiging dy all over dx. So, negative, ilipat sa kabila, magiging plus na lang. Plus y sin x all over 1 plus cosine x is equal to. So, since naka-variable x na silang lahat, pwede ko na silang pagsama-samahin ulit. And then, pwede ko ding ilabas itong sin squared x since common lang sa kanilang dalawa. So, magiging sin squared x quantity 1 plus cosine x. So, ito, the same lang siya dito. Sin squared x plus sin squared x cosine x. All over, the same sila ng denominator. So, 1 plus cosine x. And as you can see, pwede nating makancel itong 1 plus cosine x. So, ang matitira na lang dito sa kabila ay sin squared x. So, magiging dy all over dx plus y sin x all over 1 plus cosine x is equal to sin squared x. So, na-obtain na natin yung standard form, which is ito. So, ito na ngayon ang magiging p of x natin, and ito naman ang q of x natin. And then, ang next step ay kunin natin itong integrating factor. So, dy all over dx siya. So, ito ang gagamitin nating integrating factor. So, if is equal to e raised to integral ng p of x. Ito, sin x all over 1 plus cosine x dx. So, dito, pwede tayong mag-let u. Let u natin, let u yung 1 plus cosine x. 1 plus cosine x. And ang du natin is, the derivative ng 1 is 0, and derivative ng cosine x is negative sin x. So, magiging, ang if natin is e raised to integral ng negative du all over u. And alam natin na ang integral ng d all over u is ln u. So, magiging if is equal to e raised to negative ln u. And we have this loss on logarithm na ang a ln b is equal to ln b raised to a. And dito, parang ma-invisible 1 siya. So, pwede natin siyang gawing ganito. So, magiging if natin is equal to e raised to ln, and i-substitute natin yung value ng u, which is 1 plus cosine x. So, magiging 1 plus cosine x raised to negative 1. So, makakancel na natin ito. So, ang matitirang if natin ay 1 plus cosine x raised to negative 1. So, ito ang if natin. And then, next step is, i-substitute na natin itong if dito sa solution natin, since same lang sila. So, ang magiging solution na natin ay magiging solution na natin is y, and ang integrating factor natin is 1 plus cosine x negative 1. So, 1 plus cosine x raised to negative 1 is equal to integral ng yung q of x natin. Ito, sin squared x. And then, ito. Magiging sin squared x multiplied by 1 plus cosine x raised to negative 1 dx. And since naka-negative 1 siya, pwede ko siyang ibaba para matanggal yung negative 1. So, magiging y all over 1 plus cosine x is equal to integral ng sin squared x all over 1 plus cosine x. Pag naaalala nyo pa, we have this Pythagorean identity, which is sin squared x plus cosine squared x is equal to 1. So, itong sin squared x is also equal to 1. Ilipat natin sa kabila, maging 1 minus cosine squared x. So, pwede natin siyang i-substitute dito. So, magiging y all over 1 plus cosine x is equal to integral ng 1 minus cosine squared x all over 1 plus cosine x. And itong 1 minus cosine squared x plus cosine x, Itong 1 minus cosine squared x is also equal to 1 plus cosine x times 1 minus cosine x. So, kapag minultiply natin ito, same lang sila dito. All over 1 plus cosine x. And as you can see, pwede nating makancel itong 1 plus cosine x. So, ang matitira na lang dito sa kabila is 1 minus cosine x dx. So, magiging y all over 1 plus cosine x is equal to integral ng 1 minus cosine x dx. So, 1y all over 1 plus cosine x. So, is equal to, so ang integral ng 1 is simply x. And then, ang integral ng negative cosine x is negative sine x plus c. So, itong 1 plus cosine x ay pwede natin i-cross multiply dito. So, ang magiging final answer natin is y is equal to x minus sine x plus c multiplied by 1 plus cosine x. So, ito ang ating final answer.
So for our next problem, we have 2 times quantity y minus 4x squared dx plus x dy is equals to 0 when x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 1. So this is an example of DE with particular solution kasi meron siyang given na x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 1. So therefore, masosolve natin yung constant sa general solution natin mamaya. So, transform muna natin itong given DE into linear differential equation. So, try nating i-divide both sides sa x dx para makancel yung x. Then, magkakaroon tayo ng dy over dx. So, makakancel yung dx, then magkakaroon tayo ng dy over dx. So, dito if dinistribute natin itong x dx, makakancel si dx, magiging 2 times quantity y minus 4x squared over x plus dy over dx is equals to 0. So, ilipat lang natin yung dy over dx sa unahan. Then, magiging 2 times y minus 4x squared over x is equals to 0. Then, so, i-distribute lang natin, magiging dy over dx plus 2 over x, y, minus 2 over x times 4x squared equals 0. Or simply, dy over dx plus 2 over x, y, minus 8x is equals to 0. So, itra-transpose natin yung negative 8x sa kabila, magiging positive 8x na. So, therefore, na-transform na natin into linear differential equation. So, therefore, ang p of x natin ay yung katabi ng y na 2 all over x. Then, yung q of x natin ay yung nasa right side na 8x. Then, pwede na nating mahanap yung integrating factor. So, integrating factor is equals to e raised to integral of p of x. So, ang p of x natin is 2 all over x. So, yung e pwede natin siyang ilabas, magiging e squared integral of dx over x. So, alam naman natin na ang integral ng dx over x is ln x. So, magiging ganyan. So, yung 2 magiging exponent ng x, kaya magiging e raised to ln x squared. Then, cancel yung e and ln, kaya ang matitira na lang ay x squared. Therefore, x squared ang if natin. So, ang general solution natin is y times the integrating factor is equals to integral of q of x times the integrating factor dx plus c. So, substitute, magiging y x squared is equals to integral of 8x times x squared dx plus c. So, we have yx squared equals integral of 8x cubed dx plus c. Then we have yx squared is equals to 8x cubed plus 1 over 3 plus 1 plus c. So, magiging yx squared is equals to 8x raised to 4 over 4 plus c. So, we simplify, magiging yx squared equals 2x raised to 4 plus c. So, ngayon, pwede na natin mahanap si c by applying yung condition natin na x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 1. So, by substituting the x and y, then magiging 1 is equals to 2 plus c. Then, transpose yung 2, magiging 1 minus 2 is equals to c. So, c is equals to negative 1. Then, substitute na natin si c sa general formula natin, magiging y x squared is equals to 2x4 minus 1. So, therefore, this is the particular solution for the differential equation.
Our next problem in linear differential equation is y minus cosine squared x dx plus cosine x dy is equals to 0. So, our first step is to isolate the dy over dx. So, to isolate, divide the equation by 1 all over cosine x dx. So, simplify the equation. 1 minus cosine squared dx times 1 cosine x dx, makakancel yung dx. So, magiging y minus cosine squared x all over cosine x plus ito, divide. So, makakancel yung cosine x, magiging dy all over dx is equals to 0. So, na-isolate na natin yung dy over dx. So, next step is to arrange the equation in terms of given the formula ng given ng linear differential equation. So, dy all over dx plus p of x rather, y is equals to q of x. By the suggested equation, unahin natin to. Dy over dx. Ito, magiging, i-expand na lang natin. So, plus y all over cosine x. Cosine x squared x. Divide natin dito. Is also cosine x is equals to 0. So, next step is ilipat natin tong cosine x sa kabila. Dy all over dx plus y all over cosine x is equals to cosine x. So, next is isolate natin yung y. Dy all over dx plus 1 all over cosine x y is equals to yung cosine of x. By determining that, p of x natin is yung kasama ng y. So, maging y over cosine x. Yung q of x naman natin is equal to dito yung cosine x. So, next is itong p of x natin is equals lang to, itong p of x natin 1 all over cosine x is equals lang sa trigonometric identity na secant x. For integrating factor, for integrating factor. So, lalagyan natin yung formula na the integral of p of x dx is equals to the integral of yung p of x natin. So, secant x dx is equals to yung integral ng secant x is simply ln secant x plus tan x. Ito, therefore, yung integrating factor natin is secant x plus tan of x. Kaya naging ganito is, yung raised to ln is simply 1, kaya naging secant x plus tan x na lang. So, nakuha na natin yung integrating factor. Ngayon, substitute natin sa formula ng linear differential equation. So, ang formula ng linear differential equation is the integral ito pala yun. The integral of p of x dx is equals to the integral of q of x the integral of p of x dx plus c. Itong side na to, i-substitute natin sa nakuha natin integrating factors ito. So, magiging the integral of f of x is equals to secant x plus tan of x is equals to the integral ng q of x, yung q of x natin. So, cosine x yun. The integral of cosine x times yung integrating factors natin na secant x plus tan x plus c. Ngayon, simplify natin dito. Ito. We know that secant x is equals to 1 all over cosine x. And also, tan of x is equals to sin x all over cosine x. Substitute na lang natin to. So, y secant of x plus tangent of x is equals to the integral of cosine x. So, the integral ng 1 all over cosine x plus yung tan x is sin x all over cosine x dx ay plus c pala. May dx pala dito. Dx plus c. Then dx din dito. So, next is, baba natin ulit to. Secant x plus tan x is equals to so next is ito times natin tong cosine x times 1 all over cosine x is simply 1. So, lagyan na lang natin integral of dx. Next term, cosine x times sin x all over cosine x dx is simply plus the integral of sin x dx plus c. So, next is, copy ulit natin to. Second x plus tan x is equals to integral ng dx is simply x. Integral naman dito is equal to negative cosine x plus c. So, ito na yung ating general solution. Therefore, ito na yung ating sagot.